Well, hi everyone, I'm Alberto. I'm the CEO of Didit. And actually at Didit, our goal is to humanize the internet. Okay, I'm going to explain you why we do that and how we are doing it. So we detected a very big problem on the internet, and is that every time it's getting difficult to detect what is real and what is not, especially when you're interacting with someone. You don't know if you're interacting with an AI agent, you don't know if you're interacting with a human, and this is going to get worse over time. The content that is being generated has been generated by a human, or it has been generated by a model. So we believe internet is going to suffer a lot of problems of trust, authenticity regarding this issue, and we need to put somewhere the solution on that, because everyone is focusing a lot on AI, but not on the consequences of having this intelligence floating on the internet. So what we are doing is building a big network of verified identities. We believe this is the base, the root solution of the problem mentioned above. So we are giving tools as well to service providers to identify who the user is connecting to their website, to verify the identity, know more data about the user, and also way more tools that we're going to explain now. So we have been building this product for almost 3 years now. We are an infra layer for B2B, so any company can integrate any of this solution onto their service, onto their platform. We have identity verification solution that we're going to explain now. We have the out plus data solution, which is authentication and data transfer one, and then we have digital payments. We are getting huge traction on identity verification. It is a KYC and anti-money laundering solution. Typical on FIDO, Verif, all this kind of provider that you know for KYC solution. We said, okay, we're going to develop a product like this. We're going to improve it. On the user experience side, we're going to add more features like reusable credentials, all this kind of stuff. And we're going to break the market. We're going to make it free because we are humanizing the internet, obviously. So we are giving for free document verification and facial recognition, so the base of the KYC. We started the strategy last month. We are seeing huge traction already, which is normal. The incentive is very big. Normally, companies pay around $1 for verification. Now they are paying $0. So we are seeing huge traction coming here. More than 30 companies onboarded on the first month alone. So now we are scaling our sales team. And we are monetizing on the AML screening part. So we are charging only for the AML part. Doing that, let's see if the video works. Yeah. So this is our solution. It's on production. It's being integrated in a lot of customers currently. So yeah, typical solution of KYC and anti-money laundering. Very nice user experience. Very nice security behind it. A lot of AI model running on the back, and totally free. So it's a game changer on the industry, and we plan to break this market. So as you realize, if we want to plan to build the biggest network of identities, the human has to have some capabilities to log in, to send data, and over. So we have developed the Didit app, which is available on the Apple Store. You can download it. It's still in early beta. Okay, and we have two parts. We have the ID part and we have the app part, and we have the wallet part. Okay, it's very similar to Wallcoin. Actually, we have the protocol, we have the ID part, and we have the app. Actually, we took a lot of inspiration from them. The difference is mainly our availability of data. So, like Wallcoin proves uniqueness and humanness on the internet, we prove like many more verified data. So our identity data is huge, and the human can use it to transfer it to any service provider. We have also the wallet part, which is a very nice wallet infrastructure where you can send money and you can do swaps in total non-custodial manner. Very interesting one. You can try it, but the idea is that we are trying to get the biggest network by leveraging B2B distribution, giving for free the product, so getting the biggest network as possible of service provider and humans, and then growing it as fast as possible. Because we believe there is a emergency to build a moat in the coming year and a half, and we are getting too aggressive with that. So we're going to be running a token acquisition strategy here, similar than Wallcoin did, with referrals and other acquisition strategy for the Didit app, and it's coming in the Q4, Q1. So how we win money? Obviously, KYC is for free. We earn 25 cents for the anti-money laundering part. On the Didit app, we earn some fee on the commission, and then we're going to earn future revenue on different solutions like Didit plus out plus data solution or the digital payment solution. Our go-to-market, we are very focusing on business onboarding now, is our focus. We believe if we continue this way, we're going to onboard like 1,000 companies by the end of 2025. So we're going to be a top provider in the world of identity. We also then we're going to focus on the user adoption. So we're going to incentivize user to use application, fill data, and use it everywhere. This is our second phase, and then establish this utility and building this mode so everyone uses the Didit app. So currently, we have been using the Didit plus out plus data solution. We had more than 200K users on that. We are working with the government in Spain, testing our identity infrastructure. Then last month, we started the free KYC strategies. We're onboarding 30 companies first month alone. We have just launched the Didit app. You can look at it on the Apple Store. We didn't add the acquisition loop. It's still in early beta, but we're going to start promoting it on Q4, Q1 with a very aggressive strategy. And competitors, we have Worldcoin, obviously, they are doing an amazing job. Then we have Yoti and IDMe, which are private companies that are more focusing on the business onboarding side, not much on the B2C onboarding, but both, like all these three companies have an identity wallet. So our competitive advantage mainly is that the first and only one that does free KYC in the world, okay? And this is a very big incentive for companies that need to do their KYC and anti-money laundering because they are doing it for free with a very nice product. Then we are very well positioned on Europe. We have government approval there. We are working with them, and we can expand very easily abroad internationally later. And we have a lot of experience on Web3. So my twin brother Alejandro and I, we are both co-CEOs. We are both full-stack developers. Hector, who is here as well, is our CFO. Daniel, our CMO, and Luis, our operation guys. So pretty much that's it. We are currently raising $5 million for our round. This is equity plus warrant round. And happy to answer any question.
On the first slide, or one of the slides, I saw that you had 200,000 people do KYC. I'm curious how you got those first 200,000 KYC users.
Yeah, the 200,000 was on the EUT plus data solution. So it's authentication plus sending some data. For instance, in this case, was a metaverse product that integrated it. So they connected to Twitter, linked to Twitter, and used authentication with Didit plus out plus data solution, but not KYC directly, just authentication and data transfer.
So are you guys doing all the KYC stuff yourself, or are you using any third partners for anything?
So we are doing everything from scratch ourselves, all the models on the back, the product we put together, everything. So that's one of the reasons why we can lower the cost to zero, almost zero, because we are very efficient on the technological side, and we are also very efficient on the team side. We're only like 5 developers on the team. We are 14 people on the company. So yeah, everything is proprietary.
Okay, and there's certain regulatory obligations you have to fulfill with that, right? Or are you like certified or something like this, so you can provide the KYC services for projects? Like you have to keep records for a certain number of years and things like this?
Yeah, depending on the country, it changes a lot, especially on Europe. Well, we are ISO 27001 certified, so we got the certification 3 months ago. We are GDPR compliant on Europe. We have all this kind of certification to be able to operate very easily on Europe and on certain countries as well. Every country has their own kind of requirements, but for instance, in Europe, you need to keep the data at least 6 months, all this kind of requirement. We are filling everything. We have a good legal team, and depending on the country, we are operating differently.
And okay, and then you work with businesses, and they basically get their users to KYC through that, and then you kind of own the user to some extent, or you're able to. What data do you collect on the users?
Totally. So first of all, we store all the data. Okay, so we are the KYC provider for these B2B companies, and then what we are doing is funneling this identity verification, so the distribution of this B2B, to download the Didit app. We are still on the process of funneling correctly, so they create their identity, they can reuse it later just with one click and so on. But the main goal is the B2B identity verification is a funnel for distribution. And because the cost is very low, we can give it for free. In the process, we humanize the internet.
Okay. Going back to the original problem statement a little bit about eventually being able to solve for like fake generated content online, whatever. Yeah, like even with a global identity layer that's generally trusted, like, do you think it's feasible to like know if something on Twitter was fake or like not actually someone speaking something? Like is there a mapping there you get from identity to that, or is that still just going to be unsolved?
I think
On the misinformation and manipulation front.
Yeah, I think specifically for misinformation, there is kind of great tools like community nodes on Twitter that are doing a great job, actually, for doing that. I believe if you are able to track who is the originator of the misinformation, it's going to be less misinformation. And if the people giving feedback on the governance layer on the community nodes, for instance, then you can have more trust and assurance that this specific content is true or not. You know, I think at the end, the summary is going to be trust score. So it's going to be a kind of trust score of someone, and you're going to do some algorithms depending on that.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.